Room 12, it's Mr. Akin. I'm here in the Sequoia National Forest in order for us to have a little bit of a virtual field trip today. So I know a lot of people are stuck inside. The forest is still open, and I figured that I would come up here and take some shots and let you see how beautiful it is. So first thing you'll notice behind me is that there's snow, right? So there's still snow up here, even though it is, let's see, April 24th. No, it hasn't all melted yet because it stays pretty cold up here. We're about 6,000 feet in elevation. You'll also notice the pine trees behind me. These trees behind me are coniferous trees. They're evergreen. That means that they're green all year round. And they don't have leaves exactly. They have, what are these? Pine needles. And the reason they're called coniferous trees is because the way that they multiply is through these pine cones.
Right, so the seeds are actually inside the pine cone, and the scales can close up and protect it from the weather.
Pine needles come in all different shapes and sizes. You can see there's some shorter ones here, like on a fir, or longer ones like this one from a sugar pine. So here you can see this is a fir tree. It's a type of coniferous tree, bears pine cones, and they can grow to be pretty tall. That one over there, it's got to be at least 80 feet, maybe 100 feet tall.
One really cool thing we came across on our hike was two sets of animal tracks in the snow side by side. You can see them here. So on the right, we found out that those are squirrel tracks. And on the left, it's either fox or coyote tracks. I think they're probably fox tracks. Now, if you look at the squirrel tracks, you can see that the larger feet are in front and the smaller feet are in the bottom or in the back. But it's actually because squirrels have a really funny gait. They put their feet ahead of their hands as they run, and that's why it looks like that. Here, the fox tracks are in almost a straight line, and that showed that the fox was running. Now, I'm not a tracker, but that's the information that I found doing a little research on the internet. One other evidence of a fox that we found was fox poop. Again, I didn't identify this on my own. I found it out by doing some research online. And you can see that it is a carnivore, though, because there's fur and some leftover evidence of it eating another animal. Another really interesting thing we found on the walk that I didn't expect was a beehive sitting in the snow. It must have fallen out of the tree above. There was no honey, but it's still something you don't see every day.
This is Benjamin. He's one of the twins. Can you say hi, Ben? You being a little shy? That's okay. Right behind me, you see manzanita.
Coniferous trees aren't the only evergreens. The manzanita bush is an evergreen bush who keeps its leaves all year long. Native Americans used its leaves and little berries as medicine.
All right, don't go pulling it. All right, we saw some really interesting things on our virtual field trip, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.